be in a better place than Dubai in the United Arab Emirates, and I say that because it is against the odds that a woman can succeed, that a woman can excel in the Middle East. Every time I go back to UK, and not just that, when I travel to Russia, Turkey, Bulgaria for my work, US of A, they always ask me, oh, what is it like to be a woman chef in the Middle East? Oh my God, how are they treating you? I'm telling you, they're treating you real well. Ever since day one in this country, and I have been already 7 years, I have worked predominantly with local Emirati from very different levels, different walks of life. And I will tell you something, Emirati men, the culture in this country is such that woman is treasured, woman is put on pedestal. Most of my girlfriends are local Emirati, and they are treated very well. They're very happy, satisfied women. So make no mistake, I have had amazing time growing through the ranks. I was already successful. I was on BBC, I had books, I had restaurants. I had one of the best restaurants in the belly button of the world in Mayfair in London. So for me to leave that success behind was, but you know what? I left a great amount of stress as well behind, a great amount of stress, a stress that would have finished me off. I probably wouldn't have been alive anymore. The difficult bit is that I was a woman in a man's world, and I still am a woman in a man's world. You'd think that there will be more women in our industry. There are more, but not enough. So as a woman in this world, I had to work twice as hard to achieve the same that men achieves, and this is grossly unfair. However, like I say, things are good, things are great, but for some bizarre reason, the Western world, and I'm talking about the Western representation, the expat element in the Middle East is rather backward in the way they think. If you look, for example, at the guild of chefs in the United Arab Emirates, there aren't any women. I tried to get in there, they wouldn't have me. Well, you know what? They are lost. So the bottom line is that as a woman, the stress comes from having to work so hard, having to excel, having to be better, very often better, with much more knowledge, with much more passion, having to have children, having to educate them, having to go home to them after 12 hours of work. A man chef doesn't have to do that. Their wife looks after the child. So it's been very tough, and that was the stress. Now, coming to the UAE, you'd think, but look at what our brilliant leader, Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum does. He loves women. He promotes women. There's so many women ministers. He has the biggest smile when he addresses his female part of the population. He genuinely cares. The whole leadership in this country is there to support their sisters. I'm sorry to say, I don't get the same vibe at all back in the UK, back anywhere in the West. No. Everybody who is an expat in management position in the Middle East to follow the lead of His Highness Sheikh Mohammed. And I'm saying that because you know what? He is right. Women are so much more giving, they're so much more intuitive, they're so much better disciplined. And you know what, we're tough, we have babies and we still survive, we still make careers. So against all the odds, a woman can thrive. I always saw the silver lining in COVID, okay? Now, what happened with Dubai particularly? Dubai became a place where we were open, so the whole world came here. And it's fine, we survived. We did not have crisis, we did not have a catastrophe. So somehow things are working here. Yes, by innovation I meant that you need to change the function of your establishment. If you're not allowed to actually open and put chairs and tables, you need to change the function. You either need to make it as takeaway. It's easy if you do a pizza, but it's not easy in my restaurant. I can't do takeaway. So innovation comes with thinking how to adapt. I have cooked for a lot of celebrities and for people that are prolific, not just A-listers. There's a reason why people are successful, and it's because if you have this ability to reinvent yourself, basically to adjust to the circumstances, is a very precious quality. And I learned that from one of the top people in the world, top celebrity. I would see her she would tell me, the moment you wake up in the morning, somebody during the night has already tried to get one off you. So you need to be ready, you need to be reinventing yourself. So it's in culinary world, it's about reinvention. I, for example, through my journalistic background, I read a lot, I investigate a lot, I research a lot, and most of my colleagues don't do that. They're very comfortable in their kitchen, just sitting there, doing same old menu. And obviously it's about seasonality. I was the first one in UAE to pay attention to organic local produce, and I'm still the firmest pioneer of locally grown UAE produce because it's delicious, it's inexpensive, and it's just down the road. So why bring it loading all the carbon footprint as well as all this expense bringing it from Europe? And I'd like to think that more colleagues do it. It's challenging. I cannot blame my colleagues. It's challenging. We need to have passion for it. I see myself as part and parcel of Dubai and of the UAE scene. I want to give a lot more because I've received so much. And I'd like to say that all my colleagues should be doing the same while we're here. We should not be transient. We're not here for a while. We should be here. We should look at life like this is our life. Because you know what? This is my home right now. And I love it.